crooky. Hang on. Let me start that again. Okay. What's up? Hang on. Ugh. It's clearly time for a haircut. And it looks like we're going to be doing some construction on this road starting next week. So I'm thinking I may start taking the turnpike. My hair is clearly not cooperating today, and I'm steering with my knee. What's up? I'm 3D. This is Tales from the driver's seat. He says 46 seconds into a video. You probably already clicked on, which is probably already labeled Tales from the driver's seat. 3D talks about nothing, and where I proceed to talk about nothing. Okay, so basically, I've taken a few days off apparently. Got several hours of recording done for Red Dirt Paranormal on Sunday. Ready to edit that. Have not edited that. It's going to be good. It's going to be really, really interesting. Back in, I think it was 2013 or so, a Colombian student was taking a West Coast tour and ended up disappearing in Los Angeles at the legendary Cecil Hotel. So, her parents came down, they searched for her, they had dogs all over the place and stuff. I'll let you listen to the episode, there's a lot. We go very, very in-depth into it. We actually look at autopsy reports and stuff like that. I got to cut out some gaps where we were like, hold on, that's a really good question. Let's go consult the autopsy report. And we're like searching and Googling and all this stuff. So there's a lot to cut out as far as just silence while searching. I tried to put markers in there because I like how the software enables me to do that. But basically, it's going to be fun. Not going to spoil the ending. We do render our verdict in the case, whether we think it's normal or paranormal, or just straight up effing weird. And after that whole shebang. After that whole thing, we look at something else called the Voynich manuscript, and we deliver our verdict on that as well. What the hell is wrong with my hair? Do I have to beeper it up? Like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, I actually got something there. Okay, I'm going to keep that one, just because it's not distracting the piss out of me while I'm trying to drive and talk to my phone. Alright, you're also apparently my rearview mirror, so I'm going to have to do this. Well, Ace Ventura. Hello, sir. That's some old stuff right there. So, randomly, out of nowhere, I started doing some pretty routine drills, I guess you'd call it, just to keep my skills at hearing and speaking Spanish sharp. Hold on, I see people in the road. Oh, I see what's going on. That's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. They got these guys standing in the middle of the lanes. That is so bizarre. Why are we doing this? There's no need. There's plenty of room. What are we doing? Why? Not really. They just got like the guys with like the slow stop signs, like you see in construction zones, standing in the middle of a perfectly good lane that they're not even working on, diverting traffic into single lanes. And it doesn't make any damn sense. Oh, okay. I was wondering why we were going so slow. Then I see this construction company truck pulling into this lot over here. So, secondly, I don't know what we're doing here on this strip, but the actual road surface, in case you couldn't tell, is actually really good. So it's like, shh. Almost can't hear it. And it's over. Just like that, it's over. So, anyway, so I tell you guys about my radio situation. How if I keep it on Bluetooth, when I turn the car off, it goes to the satellite station. Well, the satellite station just had a free trial 2-week period. I didn't listen to it then either. But the preview channel is all that you get, right? The preview channel is 24/7 commercials for the regular service. So if I leave the car on Bluetooth, it automatically reverts to the satellite station, which I don't like or listen to. They used to play a little bit of music on there. They're not doing that right now. So it's just 24/7, just bad commercial loops. Like, I guess that was stopping people from subscribing, but they are really so bad. I'm going somewhere with this. Please remind me in probably 5 minutes. They're really bad at, okay, here's what happens. Once in a great while, they will send me, they will offer me a deal. A deal that is too good to pass up, honestly. So I take the deal, I listen to the comedy station until the end of that deal period is over, and then I call and cancel. Because if I don't, they make me pay more for service that I didn't actually listen to or want to keep subscribing to. And I don't like to do that. So, once in a great while, they will offer a deal that's so good I can't pass it up. And then they bug the hell out of me. I get emails and snail mail. It's like, we're going to offer you a deal that's almost as good as the deal that you took last time. Let me tell you, the regular subscription price isn't worth it. So, and really the service itself isn't that worth it, because I am not going to listen to it. Like, I will listen to the Comedy Central station ad nauseum, you know, listening to the same comedians. But at the same time, I can do the exact same thing with Pandora. And all I have to do is avoid the commercials there. And if I do want a subscription, it's a hell of a lot cheaper. And it works on all the stations that I listen to. So, back to the Spanish thing. Driving around in Tulsa, like, I flip through on the stations until I find something that I like. I don't have any presets. My tenure at broadcasting school kind of ruined terrestrial radio for me. So I don't listen to regular ass radio. R-A-R. I don't listen to RAR. I listen to Pandora, where I can get on stations and listen to songs that have profanity in them. I don't like censorship. I don't like the idea of bad words. It is a really, really arbitrary and stupid thing. It really is, to decide that both words mean defecate, but one of them is bad. And one of them is okay to use on television and around small children, but the other one is absolutely not. So we have these arbitrary word choices as to what is kosher and what is not. So basically, I get to listen to what I want, and I know how to avoid the commercials. It's real easy. Not going to out myself, but I do skip commercials occasionally. If it's not worth the effort, or if traffic is too bad, I'm distracted by something else, I'll just let it play. But much of the time, I do skip. I'm cool like that. So, I end up parked on the Spanish language radio station in Tulsa, and I think it's the only one in FM. I scrolled through the stations to find another one, because I thought there might have been, but there isn't. I didn't find one. There are like traffic reports and things like that you hear on the station. Those are in English because they take those from other stations. I think they're a group or a network. Oh, hang on. Blah, 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 blah. I always forget not to record through this area. It'll be over in a second, I promise. Hang on. Boop. Okay. So, I remembered back in the day. Okay, so let me back up slightly. I was listening to the station on my way out of Tulsa today, and right about just outside of Sand Springs, the signal goes bye-bye. I forget where the signal comes from. Collinsville, I believe. So, yeah, I can see that. It's north and it's east, and I'm going south and west. And it's probably not a tremendously high-powered radio station as far as transmitters go. Back in the day, I was really into Christian rock, and I really wanted some Christian rock stations in Tulsa, but they kept shutting them down for no reason, or at least no reason that I can see. I want to go back and reevaluate to see what exactly happened, because that was my life back then. I wanted to be a DJ on a Christian rock radio station. I never got that opportunity, and now I don't see that happening because I am probably not going to bring in the listener base that they want. So anyway, back to the thing. The station starts cutting out. I start losing signal just outside of Sand Springs, which is the town just west of Tulsa. So I got on Pandora, and I was thinking, what, pray tell, might I put in to Pandora so that I may listen to Spanish language talk or music? Either way, like I could listen to conversations. I like, oh dear, literally. I like picking up words. Like that makes me feel accomplished. Like, ooh, that word is butterflies. Oh, and that means many things. Many things. It's not just glistens. Or at least as far as I recall. Could mean that. Anyway. So, I think way back in time, back in my community college days, I was taking a Spanish 1 class. Muy simplico, I think is the word I'm looking for. Very, very simple, because of the amount of Spanish language classes that I had already taken up to that point. They just weren't on the college level. So I had taken 2 years of Spanish in high school, and then took 3 years of Spanish in community college. It was... Let me slow way down, because this is speed trap town. Not you, Manford, not you. Anyway. So, I was retaking a lot of Spanish. I was with someone, too. It was a thing. So, I decided that and before class we would play, the professor would play some music, right? And so we're hanging out, listening to what some of us called, I think it was chips and salsa music, because I mean it was very traditional. It's like you're sitting in a Mexican restaurant, they're bringing you chips and salsa, you're just chilling, having some snacks. I think some people actually started bringing chips and salsa to the class because it was just that vibe, that atmosphere. But then I decided I'm a radio personality. I have a radio show. I have access to tons of music. Why, pray tell, should I not get some Spanish language music? That's a funny sign. I should get a picture of that. That's some Spanish language music that sounds like music that I would listen to in my off time. And, hello. Okay. Pulled out in front of me and then braked to turn into another line. Anyway. So I found some music that sounded like music that I would listen to in my off time. I made the instructor, the professor, an entire, basically a mixed CD. And she would play that CD before class for the rest of the semester. And into the next semester as well. Apparently it's a thing. It was really cool. One of my favorite artists from that big CD is actually Don Teto, which I believe is a Colombian punk rock band. So, being Colombian, a lot of what they sing in is Spanish, if not entirely. I'm not familiar with their vast discography. I think they're pretty busy. So, back to my conversation. A minute ago, I was like, I bet I could put in Don Teto and listen to some really good tunes while I'm taking my drive. So yeah, like, no, estaba acostumbrada a esto y tú. It was really good. I really, really enjoyed it. I may switch between that and the Garfunkel and Oates station that I listen to a lot. The thing with Garfunkel and Oates, it sounds like I'm referencing either Simon and Garfunkel from the 60s or Hall & Oates from the 80s, and while their name does reference them, I'm actually speaking of the group Garfunkel and Oates. It's these two women musicians, Kate Micucci and Ricky. I forget her last name. Sorry, Ricky. I'm really sorry. I wish I could remember off the top of my head. But I also get some Kate Micucci songs when I'm listening to the station sometimes. They're pretty good. They're a little more innocent than the Garfunkel and Oates discography. So, what have you believe? Yeah, Garfunkel and Oates, they can get pretty raunchy and risque, and I love that about them. And they're just like in your face with it. They don't care. It's really good. It's really clever. Though they do a lot of name dropping. Garfunkel and Oates. They're super funny, and you should check them out. But they actually helped, like the Pandora station, Garfunkel and Oates, helped me discover Bo Burnham, who got his start on YouTube about 10 years ago. Bo Burnham is super, super clever. Like, I wonder what his IQ is. Because I can listen to his songs. He does mostly music, just like Garfunkel and Oates do a lot of music. Like, he has a whole act, but most of it's music, I think. Sort of like Stephen Lynch, but way cleverer. I can listen to a Bo Burnham track 400-500 times, and I'm still catching things that I didn't catch before. I'm still hearing things that I haven't decoded yet. I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means either. But I know what that means, and that's very clever, and I just figured that one out. So it's He's very good. He's very clever. It has many, many layers. I almost want to. I want to say he's a genius. He has to be a genius. And why is this road so rough? But anyway, that's a 20-minute video. Holy crap! That's amazing. I love it. Anyway, I think that'll do it for me. I may have had a lot of pent-up conversation to rant about, but hey, that's just my opinion. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great 4th. Don't forget, today is happy $500 worth of wet garbage in my yard day, and probably sleeping off some alcohol poisoning and retina burn, depending on how and where you celebrate and with whom and how hard you do all of those things. It's all up to you. That's it for me. I spent the night doing schoolwork and yelling at my dog, telling her to shut up, it's just fireworks. Poor thing. I've heard of people's dogs straight up having heart attacks and dying from fireworks. Stop! Okay? Please stop. Anyway. We're past the hard part. It should be all fine and copacetic from here on out. It's just very difficult. Either storms or fireworks. She freaks the hell out. But anyway, I'm going to get back to that Colombian punk rock music. Thanks for hanging out with me and letting me do this. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Click the bell if you want to. I only do this 4 to 5 times a week, most weeks. I took a little bit of time off for my birthday and the holiday, but I should be relatively back up to speed this coming week. So I'll keep you up to date. I'll keep you informed. That's it for me. I'm 3D. This has been Tales from the Driver's Seat, and I will see you next time. Bye.